Good morning, students. It's our next chapter, that is chapter number 8, local government. Generally, local government is also called that decentralization of powers. It is a systematic effect to delegate all powers to the lower level of administration, except that which can only be exercised at the central level. Gandhiji also told or described that about the decentralization, that the independence of India should mean the independence of the whole of India. According to him, that independence must begin at the bottom. Thus, the every village will be republic. It follow therefore that every village has to be self sustained and capable to managing its own affair, or means life will be a pyramid with the apex sustained at the bottom. Is the decentralization important? Yes, it is important. Now, what is the importance of decentralization and what is the need of decentralization? Generally, it refers to the top executive of routine decisions. Only our central government and state government focus on the routine decisions or routine discussions on routine issues. But imagine if we having any type of problem in our own area, in our street, in our mohallas, then how could we solve that type of problem? So for that we have an extreme requirement of local government. Such executives, they can then apply their energy or time for exceptional and crucial decisions, and routine decisions can be taken by the lower level of governance. Now, the local people are close to their area and they identify their own problem, and the solution to that problem is faster and an alternative solution and more accurate than that given by others. A decentralized system clearly delimits the authority at central level, state level, and local levels. As a result, one exceeds his authority, leading to better results and coordinations. Decentralization gives authority to take decisions as per situation. Means decentralization allows the local people to take decisions. It generates a sense of initiative and belongingness. Means local people generally follow or use the alternative source or alternative resources to fulfill their own demand. Locally, it is in a decentralized form, humanly and locally not possible for a chief executive to take all the decisions by himself. Therefore, authority is given to lower levels of administration, as local people are best, they find the best alternative solution with their own problems. Now, it enhance the degree of participation, get improve degree of participation gets improved by decentralization. People feel motivated through the participation, and then they perform better. Decentralization permits the central, state, and local governments to exercise their work, their decisions, their directions, and apply their capacity and capability to take decisions. They much more focus on their general issues. It makes a local self governance accountable and responsible. Decentralization helps to build an effective communication between the villagers or between the people, between the local people. Equitable distribution of authority opens new channels and new chances of communication between the center, state, and local level governance. Now, the fair distribution of powers, along with clarity of objectives, help in achieving the various and active participation. It helps the growth and provide so many opportunities of the country for social development and economic prosperity. Now, uh, the status of local government before independence. If we are talking that local government or the rural democratic government exist in India since ancient time, village panchayats used to exist in India during the days of Mauryas, Guptas, and other kingdoms of ancient time. This continued during the Sultanate and Mughal period. The British government also, for the fulfillment of local government in the provinces, also use the this system, but for their own selfish mode they destroyed the panchayats of India, and their place they introduced their own governors and officials of different departments were appointed at the district level only to collect the revenue and charges the other revenues at that time. But local government after the independence, means after getting independence, the Indian leaders tried to establish the dream of local government and Gram Swaraj by changing the nature of district administration. They proposed several projects were and launched to promote the local self government. Few are here, that the first one is the Community Development Program, CDP. It was launched in 1952 to solve the basic problems of villagers by involvement of local people themselves. It was launched in 55 areas which covered nearly 16,500 villages. The function of community development was given to local organizations based upon nominated representatives of the people. Focus that nominated representatives, they are not elected here. This community consists of block development officers, gram sevaks, and other officials. Or the basic features of this community, it aimed for the all over development of the village, or in that all over the it covers area like agriculture, irrigation, education, industry, small industry means domestic production, health, sanitation, medicine, transport, communication, and animal husbandry. It was based on people's cooperation with the government. The people could contribute time and labor and the government's scientific and technical knowledge. Local people were also responsible for initiating the program, and it was based on self realization. It was a multi sided program because it focused on the overall growth and development of the village, aiming the development of village socially, culturally, and economically. It in the beginning, the community development program functions independently. This program however failed as local people were arrogant and the bureaucracy was corrupted towards the project. Later this project was integrated with the Panchayati Raj system. Now the next one is IRDP, means the Integrated Rural Development Program. It was launched in 1966 to 1977. Only few selected 20 district in India. It's since the community development program, drought areas development program, and several such schemes failed to solve the problem of inequality, poverty, and unemployment. So, at that situation, it was a new, we can say, the new initiative of our government, and its major objectives were to reduce people living below the poverty line, means to reduce the ratio of the people, or to bring an improvement in the social and economic life of the poor class people, to undertake development projects keeping in mind the that local needs and resources. Means they generally focus on the alternative sources in our villages, and to promote the cottage and small scale industries, to make farms get better minimum support price by increasing the agricultural production. It has been given to the District Rural Development Agency headed by Chief Executive Officer that also consists to project officer, BDO, Tehsildar, etc. Now the Panchayati Raj, local government at the lower level, rural level, the most important initiative for local government at the local level was implementation of Panchayati Raj in 1959 for all around development and local administration of villages. A three-tier local government was established in nearly all the villages, means three tier. The first one is Gram Panchayat at lower level, Panchayat Samiti at block level, Jila Parishad at district level. The elected representatives focus that elected representative of the people at local level make and implement the developmental plans. That community development program was not successful. Actually, there was a main reason behind that. In CDP, the representatives were nominated, and the Panchayati Raj system, it is successful because the representatives are not nominated, they are elected. Okay. Rajasthan, Andhra Pradesh were some of the first states to launch the Panchayati Raj institutions. The certain of these institutions were dependent upon the state government. In 1993, with the passage or the success of that Panchayati Raj system, the Panchayati Raj Act by the 73rd Constitutional Amendment, creation of panchayats has been made mandatory for all the states. Panchayat received a constitutional status through the Schedule 11 of the Constitution, and as it is follow the three-tier structure for the Panchayati Raj institutions. Now the municipalities, Panchayati Raj basically focus on the rural level areas, and the municipalities, it is the local government at urban areas. It has long history. You can say that municipal acts were passed in various provinces between 1871 to 1874, like Madras, Bombay, Calcutta were the first towns where the municipal corporation was set up. After independence, the municipalities were restructured. They were dependent upon the mercy of the state government. The 74th Constitutional Amendment Act of 1993 gave them a constitutional status by providing for the municipalities in the Schedule 12 of the Indian Constitution. The Act provides for the three types of municipal institutions: municipal corporation, Nagar Nigam, it is also known as municipalities, it is also known as Nagar Palika at general language, and town area committee, that is Nagar Panchayat, or simply we can say that Nagar Palika, Nagar Parishad and Nagar Nigam, it is known as.